Hello and welcome back. This reading is for people who want to know what is blocking your movement right now. We'll have a look at the situation, current energy, any internal or external factors, if there are any, the challenge, any hidden aspects, and direction. So this reading describes a pattern, and where it applies in your life, only you can locate. Let's get started. Having a look at what is blocking your movement right now. What is blocking your movement right now? What is blocking your movement right now? What is blocking your movement right now? Okay, let's have a look. There's a tricky decision that needs to be made that's blocking some kind of progress, blocking some kind of forward movement, blocking your movement in general. A decision that needs to be made, something that could be challenging, something that feels that things aren't balanced yet, things aren't right, the time isn't right, this isn't the right moment. There's something tricky or something challenging or something you need to pay attention to make this decision. This could revolve around a person, an individual. This could revolve around the situation needing to be balanced, that you need to be balanced in order to make this decision. And this could have to do with some communication, some challenge in communication, the way that things are being communicated, the way that things need to be expressed, the way that quite possibly a message needs to be delivered. There's something you need to say. This decision is blocking your forward movement because something needs to be said, something needs to be expressed, some kind of message needs to be delivered. And the challenge is how to deliver this, how to say what it is that you need to say. And instead of confronting this, instead of being direct and making this decision directly, you're avoiding it. You're avoiding saying something that needs to be said. You're trying to escape from it, trying to walk away from it. You'd rather hide instead of saying what needs to be said. And whatever this is that needs to be said, you need to be brutally honest in saying this. This is a situation that requires integrity, honesty, being direct, being upfront. So again, whatever situation this is that you're dealing with, the thing that's blocking you from moving forward, the thing that's blocking your movement right now is this decision and the fact that you have to say something and you have to be brutally honest. You have to be upfront. You have to confront whatever this is instead of trying to escape from this. There's some message, and again, it's a tricky situation. It's a message that needs to be delivered, directly. Something needs to be said honestly and directly. And it needs to be said honestly, but There needs to be some compassion here. There needs to be some compassion, some care. This needs to be said in a delicate way. So even though you have to be upfront, you have to be honest, you have to be direct, whatever the situation is that you're currently dealing with, it requires some tact. It requires some diplomacy. It requires some compassion. It requires some empathy. And so this is part of the tricky situation with this decision, is it requires some empathy on your part. So as you make this decision, try to be tactful, try to be empathetic in the situation. If you're dealing with a person, if it's something with a relationship, if it's something with a job, again, this is going to be something that only you know what this situation refers to. Something with a decision, a tricky situation, something in which you need to be brutally upfront and honest and direct, something that you need to face head on. You need to communicate something. You need to say something instead of trying to run away from the situation. And something in which the situation is going to be delicate. It needs some kind of empathy. It needs some kind of compassion. And something to avoid being emotionally complacent, avoid withdrawing emotionally, and try to confront this. Try to deliver this message head on, because this delivery of this message is going to be the beginning of some kind of stability. Try to avoid waiting for things to be balanced out, knowing that making this decision is going to help solidify things, is going to help things to balance out long term. To further explore this situation in your own personal life, you can contact me via the links below for private readings or consultations.